Hello, everyone. No Life here. And today marks, well, I was going to say a week until the new update drops, but technically it's only 6 days. But regardless, here, just want to give you guys a quick little update on what's been going on with Texas Chainsaw Massacre until the new update drops Thursday, March 28th. So, first and foremost, I'm just going to get right on down to it. We have good news and bad news here. So, the good news is, of course, again, Virginia and the mill map are going to be dropping next week, more or less. um, However, the very bad news, let's be frank here, is that it has been confirmed on Reddit that we will not be seeing a new family member coming with this update. The reason given is they just weren't done yet. I'm going to assume there were some balancing issues with them, more so probably them being too strong. As again, if you guys did check out my last week's video, I believe I mentioned a new fan member. It has been rumored that he has the ability to barge victims, much like Leland can barge the family, and he'd have shock traps, which I'm guessing will work sort of like you're running into the cattle grids, which will like electrify you and knock you on the ground. So of course, if he has two abilities that can stun a victim like that, you get the big boy with the saw here with an overhead charged and ready. That's basically free overheads. I don't think we need anything much like that in the game, so I can see why they maybe might have wanted to go look at his ability and the interactions between other fan members in particular, and make sure he is not the family's version of Danny. Albeit granted, we should get a busted family member for 3 to 4 months to show the victims how we felt when we had to deal with Mr. Instant Tamper for those 3 to 4 months until they finally balanced them out a bit. But moving on here, we also have, and I'm going to link this on the description because unfortunately I don't have the tools to show it off on videos here just yet. But again, in my description, there's a link to their Twitter in which they dropped a quick little clip of Virginia using her Boon ability, which has been confirmed will incapacitate chickens. So you could save your bone shards. You don't need to stab Nugget if he's in a, or I'm sorry, she's in a pretty annoying spot. You can instead use that ability there and then go pick the back gate on the family house, like they basically show us about to go down in that clip. Now, besides that, I don't really have anything else much to really go about on the news department. There hasn't been a Morto Times yet. I'm going to assume they'll drop one Monday, if not patch notes on Wednesday. It'd be nice to be able to see what they're going to be fixing before it actually releases on Thursday. But there actually has been a lot of content creators, or should I say streamers, I'm pretty sure it's more so streamers, that have been gifted codes from Gun. So I believe these are copies of the game, which, by the way, is 50% off on Steam right now. So whether you want to pop in a stream, grab a free code for the game yourself or for a friend, or again, just mention this sale to them so they can go ahead and get this game now. It is very much a good time to do so. I would not be discouraged by numbers on Twitch or what have you being kind of low. That is only half of the picture. Victim queues are still in the 3 minute side, but family queues are still instant. So getting more players here, and especially ones that are willing to play family, would be huge for the game. As in my opinion, the only big flaw this game has, besides some balance issues, is really just queue times. If they could give players more incentive to play family, even up the victim and family queues, I think this game would be very much in a much better spot. But since I don't want to release another 4 minute video like I did last week, I'm actually going to kind of go into some speculations on what we could possibly see in next week's update. So, first and foremost, besides, of course, Virginia the map, I'd hope that they'd finally do the buff for Sunny, since that's been cooking long enough, as well as the rework for Johnny and some sissy buffs here. Now, they already teased a long time ago in their dev stream that they'd want to more so do some buffs with Sissy's hiding place as literally no one uses them. And Johnny, they want to tone down his lunge to a middle ground where it's useful like it is now, but not useless like it was during the Nancy's House update. It'd be nice if they also did something to his ability. As personally, I would just prefer them to revert the nerf they did to ability because I don't know why they decided to even nerf Johnny's footprints ability. I thought it was very unnecessary, and we already have a whole character in the game. You're looking at it right now, by the way, who can just counter his and Cook's ability. So I made a whole video about what I love to see with Johnny. So I'm going to put a link to that in the description as well. It's one of my more popular videos, but I don't want to make you guys look for the video. If you're interested, I'll make it easier for you and just put it in the description. I went to like a whole 15-minute rant about what I'd like them to do to Johnny. But going on what they could possibly do for Sissy, I'm going to try to make this quick. They really just need to make it so she's not on a time limit on how long she can hide. She should have that claustrophobic look that the victims have when they're hiding in spots. Again, both of these are things that are more so something that it's kind of a copy paste from the victims. It feels like they just really just press the enable key to hide in spots for 16 call it a day. They didn't really do any work to make it more unique and again useful. And there is a quote unquote tech you can do with Sissy's hiding spot where if you hide in either a wardrobe, not a wardrobe, I'm sorry, a treasure trunk or a freezer, you can instantly kill a victim. However, they have to be literally right next to the spot, and it's only again those two hiding spots that you can do that in. So it'd be nice if maybe they got rid of the instant kill. They may just made it do like a overhead amount of damage and allow you to hit victims at the other hiding spots. That'd be cool. Maybe increase the range of the hitbox. Just stuff like that again would make her hiding spots actually useful. As right now, you're better off just crouching in place. Really, the only benefit from hiding really is the fact that Sissy doesn't start singing out of nowhere, what have you, while you're trying to sneak up on someone. It'd be nice if they fixed her Bane ability to actually properly poison people through gaps and whatnot. Because after Nancy's House update, it stopped doing that. I personally feel like all it did was just mark victims. I swear, every time I poisoned through that stuff, it never looked they were well, not slowed down rather, but their movement was messed up. But maybe that's just me. And the strength attribute needs to be fixed. Right now, it doesn't do half the stuff it's supposed to do. Strength is supposed to affect stuns, turn off the gens, open and crawl spaces, helping giving you an advantage in grapples. Like, I can confirm to you that right now it does not help with open and crawl spaces. It still would take 5 button presses, even with Leland here, at even like 40 to 50 strength. The stuns from hiding spots, it's like a 1 second stun no matter what your strength is, which doesn't feel right at all. What else is there? The stuns from close encounters, those 100% are not increased. And if you throw choose fight on, all that does is pretty much give them a soft lock on some of their interactions for up to 5 seconds, which again is not right. It should give them a much longer stun, similar to what happens when Johnny gets stunned out of a close encounter. It should be, I'd say, that long with like 50 strength or something like that. It with let's say someone like Connor with lower strength, it should be as fast as with Hitchhikers. If you guys didn't notice, if you win against Hitchhiker in a close encounter, you get maybe 5 steps until he can move, and most of them run scouts, so they're going to be right on your tail. Whereas Cook and Sissy, their stunts are a lot more, I'd say, normal. I feel like those are about the normal times that you should see for someone around maybe 25 or 15 strength. As you can actually get a decent distance away, but it's not like as punishing as getting stabbed in the back is, which it should be. But I think I just about covered everything. I'd hope to see that. Hopefully, we will see. Everything else I couldn't really see being too major. Just little minor things like fixing textures or maybe missing sound effects, stuff like that. Um, I pray that they do some more rebalancing to the game, such as, again, I said this in another video, my victim rush video, but it'd be nice if they made it a little harder to open some of the doors upstairs, leading to like the gin and batter and stuff. That way, people won't feel like they need the cook to have a chance against victims, despite the fact I see Cook all the time. I even pick Cook myself. It's things still go horribly wrong. It's more of a skill issue, but again, just making the family's job easier would make more people want to play family, as them feeling like they have to sweat to play family, whereas they can just turn their brains off and just escape in 1 minute as the victim. You understand why this game is hemorrhaging players, and everybody wants to be a victim, not a family member. But Again, I feel like I've gone on long enough here. I can't think of anything else I could reasonably say to keep this video going. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I honestly am praying that, again, they just do whatever they can, whether it be releasing cosmetics or execution, what have you, for the family during the update, just to give them a reason to want to play the family and not everybody just play victim. And then we have like, again, 11-second family queues and like 4-minute victim queues. That's not going to feel very good. People are already kind of annoyed about that, with there not being a fan member coming. And then, of course, with a fan member drops, they could do some more victim cosmetics and stuff like that. So again, there's some incentive to play victim as well as families. Not everybody jump on one side and give us that whole issue we had with Sissy and Johnny's cosmetics came out. And again, the fan member queues were like 3 minutes and victims were 11 seconds or whatever. I mean, it's nice to have a day where I could play victim a bit easier, but when you want to play a certain size, it's not fun when you have to sit through a long queues and there's issues with dodging. You have to re-queue and what have you. But this has been No Life here. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Feel free to subscribe free of charge. All it does is really help you stay updated when I drop videos. And, let's discuss down below in the comments. Let's get some conversation going, guys. I love interacting with you. It really helps give me that drive to keep this up. And, geesh. Until the next video, you guys. Thanks for watching.